I always thought my wife, Sarah, was just frugal. For 10 years, I teased her for being the ultimate cheap date. She turned down pairs for picnics in the park. She wore the same scuffed boots for 3 winters straight. And she always lost her appetite whenever we walked past an expensive steakhouse. I thought I married a woman with simple tastes. But 3 hours ago, I found a dusty shoebox in the attic. I opened it expecting old tax returns. Instead, I found a leather journal from 2014, the year my first business went bankrupt and I lost everything. I've just finished reading it, and my hands won't stop shaking. Sarah didn't love picnics. She was just making sure I never found out that she was secretly working a second job at a 24-hour diner to pay off my business debts while I slept. Back in 2014, I was a wreck. I had poured my soul into a tech startup that folded in 18 months. I felt like a failure, the kind of failure that makes you want to disappear. We moved from a nice condo into a studio apartment that smelled faintly of old cabbage and broken dreams. Sarah never complained. Not once. She'd come home from her office job at 6 p.m., kiss my forehead, and say, "Let's go watch the sunset, Mark. It's free, and the view is better than any 5-star restaurant." I remember one night, it's actually in the journal, where I got a small bonus from a freelance gig. I wanted to take her to this Italian place she used to love. I was so proud. I told her, "Get dressed up, honey. Tonight we celebrate." She looked at the floor, tucked a lock of hair behind her ear, and laughed. "Actually, Mark, I've been craving those 99-cent tacos from the truck down the street. Let's do that instead and put the rest in savings? I'm feeling really lazy." I felt a sting of annoyance back then. I thought, does she not think I can provide? Is she settled for a cheap life? I didn't see the dark circles under her eyes. I didn't notice that her office job blouses were always slightly damp because she was walking 3 miles to save on bus fare. Here's the funny part, the laugh moment that Sarah recorded in the journal. In May 2015, I actually tried to spy on her because I thought she was hiding something. She was so tired all the time, and I, in my infinite depressed wisdom, thought she might be seeing someone else. I followed her one Tuesday evening. She walked into a high-end department store. I thought, aha, she's meeting someone. I watched her through the window. She wasn't meeting a secret lover. She was standing at the perfume counter, secretly spraying herself with a tester of expensive Chanel perfume, just so she would smell nice when she came home to me, so I wouldn't smell the grease in the diner, where she'd actually spent the last 4 hours. The journal entry for that day says, "Mark almost caught me today. I had to hide behind a mannequin. I felt like a spy in a B-movie. My feet are killing me, but the look on his face when he smelled my neck tonight, it was worth every burnt pancake at the diner. He felt like a king for a second. That's all I want." Reading this journal is like seeing my life through a different lens. Every cheap date was a calculated act of love. There's an entry from December 2016. I had finally landed my current VP role. I bought her a diamond necklace. I remember she cried, but I thought she was just happy. The journal tells the real story. "Mark gave me a necklace today. I felt a moment of panic because we still owed $4,000 on the business loan. But then I looked at his eyes. He finally had his spark back. He felt like he had won. I'll just pick up the Sunday night shifts at the diner for 3 more months. I won't tell him. Let him have this win." She protected my ego. She shielded my heart from the cold reality of our bank account until I was strong enough to stand on my own feet. She didn't just love me. She anchored me. About 20 minutes ago, Sarah walked through the front door. She's 40 now, and we're back in a beautiful home. She was carrying groceries, wearing a coat she's had for 5 years because it's still perfectly good. I didn't say a word. I just walked up and held her. I buried my face in her neck. She doesn't use testers anymore. I buy her the Real Chanel now, and I just sobbed. She was confused. "Mark, what's wrong? Did something happen at work?" I pulled back, showed her the shoebox, and her face went pale. Then she did the most Sarah thing ever. She didn't get angry. She didn't act like a martyr. She just smiled that tired, beautiful smile and said, "Oh, you found the boring books. I was hoping you'd wait until we were 80 to see those." I told her, "Sarah, why didn't you let me help? Why did you carry it all?" She took my hands. Her palms are soft now, but I can still feel the ghost of the hard work in them. "Because, Mark," she said, "love isn't about 50-50. It's about 100 out of 100. You were at 0, so I had to be at 200. That's just how the math of the heart works." What Sarah did is called invisible support. Psychologically, it is the most effective way to help a partner because it prevents them from feeling the shame of being helped. She allowed Mark to regain his confidence while she quietly held the floor beneath him. Real love doesn't count the cost. It just pays the bill in silence. I'm sitting here now, looking at my wife as she makes tea, realizing I never truly knew the depth of the woman I married. My question for you all tonight is, Who is the person in your life who carried a burden you didn't even know existed? Tell their story in the comments. Let's make sure their silent love is finally heard. Please subscribe for more stories. All things love, relationship, and laughs. Like and share. See you in the next one. We got you.